Future Proof is sponsored by Equipping Young Adults for Life, inspiring student resilience, championing hope. Hello and welcome back to the second half of the opening programme at the start of Series 4 of Future Proof. And this whole series is just going to be immersed in education, and not just, education, if you like, for younger students, but also for older students, and indeed people even starting out, perhaps looking at starting their own business or starting out in the world of employment. A very, very different world, as we all know now, and I'm just hoping that this series is very well placed to give some good hints and tips, to give some problem solving skills, some life skills, just anything to empower people. The main thing is to try and maintain a healthy level of confidence. In the first half, you'll see I've shown you a clip when I was presenting at the University of Sussex some years back, and I'm going to continue with that presentation in just a moment, as yes, I talked about things that can help us be confident, but also things that can stop us from feeling so confident. And I hope that the hints and tips really help you. As you're watching the presentation, you will see two other subjects: hidden talents and entrepreneurial thinking, and I will be showing you that in some of the other programs. Right at the end of the presentation, during Q&A, I was asked, why is it that I'm able to share some of my stuff? And my answer was, because when we share, it actually empowers other people to share and talk about some of the real issues that they are navigating and dealing with. And some people really struggle to share that stuff, but when they hear someone else open up, they then take a deep breath and feel confident. I hope this empowers you, and I hope that it keeps you positive as you think and move forward. Enjoy, and I'll see you next time. By shining as a light, we unconsciously give other people permission to shine. So playing small to try and make somebody else feel better or what have you does not serve the world. Anger. Short-term anger is okay, kind of. It's motivational. Long-term anger, medics will tell you it leads into resentment. You need to be very careful about it. And the last one is guilt. Either stop doing what's making you feel guilty or just stop feeling guilty. And before I move on to the things that help our self-confidence, just a thought, and that is that we very often criticise other people for the things that we dislike most about ourselves. So, what can help and feed our self-confidence? Our motives are key. When we're acting and speaking and interrelating with people, what is our motive if we're actually trying to achieve something? Always double check that. If my motive is to love you, then my behaviour will be very different than if my motive is to hurt you. See the good in other people and see good things around you. Understand the power of your belief system. Our belief systems are made up from aspiration and fear, and very often formed in early childhood. If you don't like what you believe, you can actually change it. Do you believe what you see, or do you see what you believe? And very often we see what we believe. We put our stuff onto something else. And I encourage you to believe what you see. And when you're listening to somebody, believe what you hear rather than putting your own interpretation on it. Preparation is key. Have an attitude of gratitude will help your confidence. But coming back from Durban, the biggest thing I realised was it was a step-by-step process. There is no magic pill. And so I learnt to set small goals, to achieve them, and then also to celebrate and to congratulate myself and what have you, and say, well done, you've done that. And as you build your confidence, you can then obviously stretch those goals out into bigger and better things.
character. I've been talking about the difference between character and reputation. The question was always to clients, what's more important to you, your character or your reputation? And I love the definition Joyce Meyer has. Character is formed in the middle of the night when nobody is looking. And I really addressed my character. Who am I and what am I? It all ties up with motive and core values. But if you get your character right, it will be reflected in your attitude and it will feed your confidence like nothing. It will be amazing. Resilience. Be strong. Do things on purpose, with purpose. Choose your friends. I do believe there is a place for moving away from people sometimes. There's this saying, don't walk away from a negative person, run. Okay? And I quite like that. But we have to be understanding because we all have reasons for being negative at different times. I think you know what I mean though. And that means people who are having a negative impact on your life. Sometimes we stay in association with people who are operating with completely different core values to us, and we are compromising our core values for the sake of the friendship. So it's just something to consider. That's all I'm saying. Teach. We say that it's 50% of learning comes about from listening and seeing, and I will learn 75% by doing. But if you actually teach somebody something, then you can anchor 100% learning yourself. And the great thing it does for confidence is not only do you feel great and realise, I've really anchored that in my own learning, but you know you've helped somebody else. The one thing that we can control in life is we can choose how we respond. Going back to rejection, I learnt when rejection comes my way that I'm now able to say, I'm really sorry that's how you feel, but that is your journey, not mine, because I'm busy trying to be the best Sarah Hopwood that I can be. So you can choose your response, whatever comes your way. The importance of hope. I think we all value hope. You're at such a wonderful stage in your lives. I'm sure you have wonderful hopes and dreams for your future. I think that's really important. And if we see other people who are down, then maybe make an effort to try and inspire hope in them to lift them back up again. Service is key. Serving other people and helping them will really boost your confidence. It is said that if we don't actually reach out and help other people and serve, then it's impossible to have a happy life. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but all I would say is I believe the reason why I am so happy with my life and what I'm doing is I spend a lot of time giving VTO, value to others, serving. And I truly believe that it is core to why I am now very, very confident in who I am and what I'm doing. It's because I serve. Do the right things in the right order. Do what is right, even when it feels wrong. I always think of apologies with that one. When you know you should apologise, but boy, oh boy, do you not feel like apologising. Yeah, that's a challenging one. And that's what I mean. Do what's right, even when it feels wrong. It will really make a difference and help you. Be proactive rather than reactive. Also, I believe every dog has his day. If you haven't had your day yet, I'm so excited for you. That ties up with hope too. Fake it till you make it. Big one for me. When you wake up in the morning, if you don't feel like smiling, if you feel miserable, I'm telling you, if you wake up and you fix a smile on your face, even if you have to put a coat hanger in your mouth, your body and your brain will catch up and you will feel a lot better and it will help your confidence. When you're waiting for things, and we all have time of waiting, then try and wait with a good attitude. Sometimes when we're waiting, our attitude isn't that good and you think, yeah, but I'll be better once I get what I want. If you wait with a good attitude, then when things do come your way, you'll bounce a lot higher. I believe that's one of the reasons why I feel so successful, was I had a huge time of waiting, of building up my confidence and what have you, but I believe I have bounced high because I tried as hard as I could to wait with a good attitude. So, what are you doing at the moment that could be undermining your confidence? What are you doing at the moment that you think is absolutely awesome that you're doing to support your confidence? And I'd like you to just think of one thing before you leave here today that you're going to do differently as a positive way to support your self-confidence.